Guys, this Jay Slater disappearance has taken a whole new twist. Not only do we have the original statement made by Lucy, but we also have a man claiming Jay Slater could still be alive. Let's check this out.
Creeping close to 1 month to Jay Slater's disappearance and still absolutely nothing as of yet. Not even an indication to any sort of evidence discovered by the investigators or police. However, Madeline over on Twitter has done a short interview with a Tenerife worker close to Lucy, and they are claiming Jay to be alive. Now this is a very big statement. She posted on Twitter saying, anonymous interview with family member of Tenerife worker close to Lucy. I'll be posting clips in this thread over the next 24 hours. They said Jay stole a watch from a very drunk man who turned out to be a very big deal on the island. Jay Slater is alive and on the run.
That was that a watch was taken from someone who was heavily drunk, who was taken advantage of, and I think that after, by the sounds of it, he's got himself a little bit scared when he's worked out that that person wasn't just a nobody out there.
Right, yeah.
So the watch situation is actually genuine then.
But can I ask, have you ever had a Rolex watch or an AP?
Yeah, it wasn't a Rolex, just to clarify that as well.
And then followed up with another clip.
Just to let you guys know, I have got the full interview of that guy. It's about 22 minutes long, but I will be dropping it after this one.
Saying Lucy's roommate present during police searches, police tip that Jay Slater was hiding in an apartment, multiple sightings of Jay by workers, reason why police later statement that Jay is not presumed dead.
Because the roommate of Lucy's, she had to be there present when that apartment was searched. Her, Lucy, and the landlord as well, whilst the police and whichever other authority it was that was there to search that apartment. And again, because the information that I was told was that they believed that he was there hiding.
So the feds actually thought Jay was in the apartment hiding. According to this guy, the apartment he's referring to is the apartment that Lucy stays at. Now, Lucy works in Tenerife and she also works in Lanzarote. She switches in between because she's a bartender. And for those that don't know, when you get a job as a bartender in Tenerife from the UK, they usually give you an accommodation that comes with it.
As it stands out, it clearly wasn't. He's been reported seeing in quite a few different places.
So he wasn't at the apartment then?
Even now, past what, during the searching, he's been
and
seen.
Again, I only spoke to my cousin, not
So it's his cousin that lives in the apartment, I'm assuming then.
yesterday, the day before, obviously, and he said again, it's all talk amongst workers that he's been spotted in quite a few different places.
And when he says workers, he's actually referring to the bartenders.
We would
That
say.
must hold some truth to it, because the news reports today are all talking how he's very positive, as if he's still around and he's still alive. They've not gone into any detail of what's gave.
Now I want to dive deep into the interview Lucy gave.
Guys, just to let you know, we will be dropping that full audio. We'll go into more detail. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. The socials can be found down below.
As I didn't realise it was actually more in depth than it was shown. So let's take a watch.
I'd gone home from the NRG festival a little bit earlier than everyone.
So we've got more of the statement from Lucy, what she actually said initially. Let's hear what she's got to say here.
Everybody else, because I was tired, so I'd gone home alone, back to my apartment, and then I woke up to a phone call at like 8:30 in the morning.
So here we are again. She was woken up at 8:30. This number 8 o'clock is very, very key.
Around 8:30, from Jay saying that he'd gone up to the mountains, that his phone was on 1%, so it was like about to die. He didn't know where he was.
So she says it was 8:30. She was woken up at 8:30 by Jay, who said he was taken to the mountains. He doesn't know where he was, and his phone was on 1%.
He needed a drink.
He needed a drink.
That he'd
Bearing in mind, outside the Airbnb, there is a cafe. The woman that owns the Airbnb also owns a cafe outside the Airbnb.
cut all his leg on like a cactus, and
He's cut his leg on a cactus. Remember, this is at 8:30 in the morning, ladies and gentlemen, yeah?
he had no idea where we were. So I said to him, like, if you're ever going to listen to anything I'm going to say, like, you need to listen now. You need to go back to wherever you've just come from before you...
If you are going to listen to anything I say, you're going to need to listen now. Is that meaning that he's a person that doesn't listen?
Your phone dies, and I'll come and pick you up from there. Like, you need to go back there. He said to me, I can't go back there. I don't know where it is.
So she basically saying that she advised him to go back to the house, and he said he doesn't know where it is. Now, bear in mind, what we initially were told is that he went up the hill when he come out of the yard. Instead of going down the hill where he was supposed to go, and it would have been easier for him, bear in mind he needed water, he was dehydrated. He went up the hill. And then according to the reporter that went up the hill, manager or owner saying that she saw him 15 minutes down the road when she was driving in her car. She went up to that point and all she see was kind of hills and things like that. Now you're telling me Jay started to climb these hills? He done this and then he fell on the cactus and the body just hasn't been found since.
He says Jay claims he can't go back there, The way Lucy is saying it implements Jay was scared, which we know he was scared as the investigator told us. However, she changed it from Jay can't go back there because he don't know where it is. I mean, 8:30ish, she claims, in the morning, it'd still be light. To me, the reason he can't go back there is because he is in trouble and is in danger.
So I just said, send me like a location. So he sent over a screenshot of it.
Pause. She's been caught in a lie again. You asked him to send over a location, or did Brad ask him to send over the location? And why would he send the location over via his screenshot when you can ping your location via WhatsApp?
His last location. So I went straight. The first thing I did.
Look, she's stumbling, she's waffling, she's trying to think of things to say. She's lying on the spot. That's what she's doing.
When the phone had cut off, I rang the police. So I'd rang. So
the phone cut off. And you rung the police. Okay, so this is after he said that he had 1% battery, he doesn't know where he is, and he's cut himself on a cactus, yeah?
I rang the police. So I'd rang 911.
911. Hold on. I mean, this girl's got a job in Tenerife. She's got a job there. She works there. She's a bartender there. And this is how you know she's waffling. She actually said 911. When the emergency number in Tenerife is 112. And she would know that if she had been living there, she had been working there. But where she's so anxious and where she's overthinking, she's actually slipping up every single second. And bearing in mind, this girl's 19. She's very naive. She ain't aware of these type of things. But come on, this doesn't make sense to me why the police haven't really gone hard on this girl, because you are slipping up at every single hurdle.
I understand Lucy is maybe in shock and that is why she's stuttering a lot, but the Canary Islands police number is 112. Maybe Lucy genuinely made a mistake, or she's completely waffling and lying.
She's waffling and lying, mate.
911 is American.
And spoken to the people there, and they told me that they'd sent a helicopter out.
Oh my God. Please tell me that the feds did not buy into this. The guy's been missing for about an hour or a couple of hours or even a day, right? And they've told you that they're going to be sending a helicopter out. Really? I mean, a missing persons case, I'm pretty sure is about 48 to 72 hours.
But later on, I'd spoken to somebody who lived up in the mountains and they'd said they hadn't heard any helicopters, which...
So you spoke to someone that lived up in the mountains. Who did you speak to that lived up in the mountains? And they said that they heard no helicopters. Well, of course. She's referring to this being the first day, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't the next day. She's actually referring to the day she initially claimed he was missing. And that doesn't make any sense. They would not be sending out choppers instantly like that.
If there was a helicopter out, they definitely would have heard it. So I think they just totally fobbed me off with that. I don't even think they did.
And this is where she's deflecting and putting all of the attention on the authorities, acting like they didn't do their job.
Now, if you ask me, I don't think the police would lie. However, if you brought a missing person, the likelihood of them sending a helicopter out instantly, just like that after a phone call, is extremely slim.
Exactly. So it's actually laughable.
Like half an hour, I had no updates. So I rang back and I said, has the helicopter had any sightings of him? Has anybody seen him? Like, I'm really worried.
He's phoning back, asking them where's the helicopter. She must have thought this was a movie, bruv.
They said no, they'd not seen anything, but they were like out looking for him. So I thought, right, I'm not getting anywhere with this phone call. Like every time I'd ring the police, like they just kept ending the phone on me, like they were just so unbothered by the full situation. So I thought, right, I need to get a taxi as soon as possible down to the police station and speak to them in person. So I got a taxi down to the closest police station. I was literally there within the hour of the phone call. So I'd gone in, I said, I really need to report somebody missing.
So remember, she was there within the hour of the phone call. Yeah. She made the phone call after she spoke to Jay at 8:30, who told her he was lost and didn't know where he was. He needed water. He was dehydrated. Remember what her story is, guys.
It's not like they're just missing around here. Like he's missing in a very like abandoned place. There's nothing up there. It's just mountains.
He's not missing round here. It's like they wanted the police to go over there, away from wherever this situation could have taken place.
She gave me a piece of paper that said that I needed to go online, fill in a form, and then within 48 hours I'd receive a code.
So that sounds more like a process the police would do with a missing person. It depends on how long the person has actually been missing for. So the helicopter scenario is really baffling me. Did she even ring the police in the first place? And what police officer would say, okay, I'll take your word, let's send out a helicopter?
Exactly, bro. She would have needed to go to the police station. She would have needed to go. If she's going to claim missing person, she would have needed to go.
Really not sure.
Bring the code back to the police station, and then I could file a report. I said, within 48 hours, like, it could be fatal. I said, this needs reporting right now. So we'd...
Well, that's just how it works. So why was you waffling about the chopper?
There was literally no sign of him anywhere. Like, we drove around all day. There was literally nothing, no sign of him. I went into a restaurant that was halfway up on the viewpoint.
And is that where you are now, Lucy? You're staying at the coast, but you're now up in the mountains where you think Jay was.
I've literally not slept at all since I've got that phone call at 8 o'clock.
We all hope the search...
8 o'clock, you hear that? 8 o'clock. I thought it was 8:30, but that 8 o'clock has been spoken about so many times amongst her and everyone else that's involved in this that they keep going back to 8 o'clock at 8:30. It's 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Which continues, and Jay is found safe and sound. But the final question is, what is he like? What's he like at home? Is he sensible, or is he a bit more of a risk taker? What's Jay like?
He's not a risk taker at all. That he wouldn't do anything. Like, I don't know why.
Please, he's not a risk taker, but he went the opposite way. And then he started climbing up these hills and, you know, he was dehydrated. I mean, that's taking risks, bruv.
I can't understand why he would come out of the house and then decide that he was going to walk. I don't know why he would do that. And then I think he set off maybe walking with battery and not realised how far the walk actually is.
He might have set off with battery and then didn't realize how far the walk actually is. So Ayub didn't tell him how far that walk is. I'm pretty sure Ayub told us that he was willing to offer him a lift because it was a pretty far journey. Girl is literally lying through her teeth every 5 minutes, trying to make things up, to make it make sense to us, to make it sound logical to us. But really, she's digging herself a bigger and bigger and bigger hole.
But surely, when you're up in the mountains, surely there's something telling you it's not just going to be a 5-minute walk down to the beach. If she says he's not a risk taker, why would he leave the house willing to walk home with maybe less than 5% battery at the time?
And then when he's obviously, or when I'd spoken to him, he said he'd already walked about half an hour, and then...
I mean, that doesn't sound right, man.
Obviously, I don't know if he's walked half an hour down the road and then put it into his maps, and then obviously it said it's like really far. I really don't know why he set off walking. There isn't much.
You really don't know why he set off walking. You don't know if he put it into his maps and then he realized it was too far. Remember what Brad told us, guys, man. Remember what Brad told us. I thought Brad was on the phone to this guy at one point. I thought everything was okay when Brad was on the phone to him. Brad said, no, I wasn't concerned because he seemed all good, you know. What? He seemed all good. And then he started walking off road. Oh, come on, man. These guys' stories are all over the place. They're all over the place. Of course, you've been up there before because you was in the Airbnb with your bed cover and you took the picture of yourself, or one of the boys took the picture with your bed cover and posted it on Jay's Snapchat story. It was clear as day. Just to kind of touch on that point, why would anyone be in the mountain, such a beautiful part of Tenerife, and take a picture of their feet with that bed cover to put on their Snapchats, instead of taking a whole selfie of themselves in front of the mountains to show people where they were at? No guy is taking a picture of his hand in a cigarette and his feet in a woman's bed cover at the Airbnb, instead of taking a lovely selfie in front of the sunrise and the big beautiful mountains that you would have in that region. And because this girl's 19 and naive and gullible and absolutely stupid and delusional, she don't actually realize that she's talking nonsense. At the time, she thought this sounds like a brilliant plan, but what a plan this has turned out to be.
I've seen so many people up here, and I've asked every single one if they've seen him, and nobody's seen him. And
so, as Lucy says, she saw so many people up there, hikers, so many cars. Surely if Jay walked home like he's claimed to be, one person would have saw Jay. However, I am certain Jay did not walk home. Somebody has took him somewhere.
This is what I find weird, because if he'd have seen somebody or a car or a person, he would have either flagged down the car.
Yeah.
He would have said to someone like that he needs a phone to contact someone. And also, he would never have his mum worrying like this. He would never have his family worrying like this. He would never have us worrying like this. Like, if he saw someone, the first thing he would do is say, "I need to ring my mum." Like, I know that for a fact. Well, I've never ever in my life been so worried at all.
So, let's be fair and let's say Lucy knows no more about the story. Every word she just said is the truth. Then to me, Jay did not walk home, and someone behind this created an absolute master plan who was a professional and made Jay disappear. Jay did not walk home, and the phone pin location was all a distraction. Or Lucy is lying, which many of the public think, and she knows way more than she's leading on. I'm curious to know what all you think, so do let me know by commenting down below.
We've still got a lot more to get through, guys. I'm going to be dropping another video very shortly. Make sure you turn your notification bells on. You don't want to miss out on the video that we've got dropping next. Big up all the new subscribers. We much appreciate every single one of you. Hit that like button. Do subscribe to the channel if we are new, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Peace.